Hey there, my name is Liz and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I post home decor content every Sunday and Wednesday, from affordable decor and DIYs to shop with me videos. So if that's the kind of content you like to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on future videos. So in today's video, I feel like I've been doing a lot of shop with me, so I wanted to kind of break that up, show my face a little bit more around here. And I feel like I also haven't done a lot of home projects recently, but I have a lot kind of like in the queue. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys like what I'm currently shopping for spring and summer, getting our house ready, and just like a couple random projects that I have in mind. So I have this list of 5 big things, not even big, but 5 main things that I'm kind of shopping for to check those projects off. So I thought it would just be fun to kind of go through, show you the inspo, talk through the project idea, and also show you like the products that I'm thinking about purchasing for them. So without further ado, let's talk about this first item. Okay, so the way that I have this list organized is like by project or room that the item is for. So we're gonna start with the first project that's on my mind, which is updating the like area above our sofa. So we currently have just these 3 large frames with some vintage looking posters, which looked great. They like did their job up until now, but I'm starting to get like a little over them. I feel like whenever we got them, our sofa was gray and now we have like a white slip cover on it. So I feel like we just need a little bit more contrast between the white wall and the white sofa. And the frames are like a light, like kind of like whitewashed wood. And I like still love the posters, but I feel like we just need something else in that space. So I'm gonna move those probably just like in here in the dining room on like the opposite wall. And then for above the sofa, I have this idea of like a grid style gallery wall. So I want like 6 or 8 large frames in like 2 rows. Here's the inspo that I found on Pinterest. I just love the way that it looks with like the really thin black frames, the large white matting, and then a bunch of like black and white photos in them. I think that style of frame looks so expensive and luxurious, but can still be done on a budget really well. So I have been poking around for some black frames like that in that style. I at first thought IKEA would be great, and then I was checking Target, and I actually think that these ones on Amazon are going to be the best for me. I think they're a great price, and I think size-wise it works out pretty well. I do still actually have to measure there, but I will share the whole project with you guys once I do it, hopefully in the next like week or 2. And I think that's another reason why this video is kind of exciting, because it's a little like sneak peek into all the projects that I have in my mind that I want to get done soon. So hopefully I'll stick with it and actually do the projects, and also actually remember to film everything. So that is the first item on my list. Okay, so the second item on my current home decor wish list right now are battery operated art lights. So I am obsessed with these. I've been wanting to order some for like forever. I could think of like a dozen different places in my house where I want them to go, but that is too much. So we are going to try to keep it to like 1, maybe 2 areas. So with this same project of updating the space above the sofa, if we look at this inspo pic again, they have the art lights above the like rows of frames, and I love that look. Again, I think it makes it look so luxurious and expensive, and it doesn't actually have to be. So I actually knew that there were battery operated art lights like I wanted on Amazon. I think these are the ones that I'm going to get. They had 2 options. These ones are like a little bit more like round than what I thought that I would want, but I think that they're gonna look really great. They're like really well reviewed. And if I'm gonna do the black frames, I want to get the gold art light. One review did mention that the gold was like a little bit more yellowy than they wanted, but they just spray painted it with gold, and it was like a little bit more of like a champagne-y gold color. So if I get them and I think that the gold is too yellowy, good to know. We can just spray paint them and make them exactly the color that we are looking for. But I think that adding these art lights is just gonna make it look so good and intentional, and just like such a beautiful accent. So I am so freaking excited to actually order these art lights and get that whole wall taken care of. Okay, so the third item on my list is also for in our living room, not above the couch. Our living room just needs a lot of love right now. So the items that I'm looking at are just a combination of IKEA cabinets and shelves and bookcases. I want to do a DIY built-in like around our television. It's like currently just above a regular console table on this huge wall, and there's not a whole lot going on around it. It's just this kind of like big almost wasted space, so I really want to take advantage of that. And I think that the built-in look is so beautiful, but obviously we don't have built-ins and we live in a rental, so I want to kind of create a really cool solution there. And I think that DIY built-ins with some IKEA pieces is gonna look stunning. So I'm like working through the measurements of the length of the space and the height, but this is my inspo, again from Pinterest, of course. I think it's gonna look so good in this space. It is kind of like a weird nook where like the wall juts out a little bit, so I think it's gonna take up really good use of that space. I think that I'm probably just gonna end up using the Billy cabinets and bookshelves. I like these because they have also just like, you can get a single Billy cabinet that's not the double door, it's just one. And then also you can get like the height extenders, which I think will be perfect. We have 8-foot ceilings, so no matter what, we'll be able to kind of like build that up. And then I'm just like so excited about this project. It's definitely a little overwhelming because it's a huge project, right? But I think it's gonna turn out so great and just like really add so much to this living room. I am so excited. And again, of course, this is going to be, since it's like actually in my mind at least a massive project, I think it's gonna be so fun to film and figure out how to do this, especially renter friendly, and share that with you guys. So I am so excited. So be on the lookout for that video probably in the next like month or so. And then I'm probably gonna buy the IKEA pieces in white, and then I don't know if I'm gonna want to paint it. I'm leading that I might want to paint it. I can always do like the color that's on this wall behind us, but I don't know, I don't want that to be like too matchy. I love the idea of doing it in more of like a creamy like putty color. And here's like an inspo pic for that. This is actually the McGee home. I love her kitchen cabinet colors. That being said, I don't want it to be too warm toned, so I found this color by Valspar. It's called Promenade, and I think that this is also like a really beautiful kind of like cooler color. And I also think once it's painted, or if I just decide to leave it white, changing out the knobs and the pulls is really going to make it look more custom and elevated. So I am just all around so excited for this project and so excited to share it with you guys. Oh my gosh. But that is the third item on my list. Okay, so fourth on my list, we are moving it outdoors. We have a really small patio area outside and it's adorable. I love it, and we love being able to use it and eat our meals out there, or even just like having a little like happy hour drink out there before dinner. We love being out there, and it needs a lot of TLC. I feel like it got so beat up over the winter somehow, so it's in pretty rough shape right now. And I also want to do a video of like transforming our back patio, but the thing that is actually on my shopping list for out there is a new outdoor rug. I loved our old rug, but it just got like so dirty and my husband just decided to toss it. So we are in the market for a new one. I personally love the look of just like very like natural textures and colors outside, especially because our patio is all like red brick and then just this like not particularly pretty looking wooden fence, but we can't do anything about that. Since it is mostly red brick, I think adding in like more natural, lighter colors and materials looks so gorgeous and like contrasts really well there. So I just want like a very simple kind of like jute outdoor rug. So I have these like two in mind from Target currently. This one I think is my front runner. It is a Threshold with Studio McGee rug. I think it's beautiful, very simple, very classic, which I am a huge fan of that kind of style. It's like that jute material that I really like, and I love the stripe around it. I think it's really beautiful and just adds a gorgeous detail. And then this is the second rug that I'm considering. It is just kind of a plain jute outdoor rug. Either way, I think one of those rugs is gonna make its way here, and of course I will end up showing you guys whichever one we choose whenever I do that back patio video, so stay tuned. Okay, so the fifth item on my list is also for outside, and it's just like a little bistro set. So just 2 little chairs and a table, and that's just so that we can go out back and like actually eat our dinner. We currently just have like a little love seat and 2 chairs and some little side tables, but we wanted something that we could actually go out back and like eat a little dinner or appetizers or something and not have to worry about like where we're putting all of our plates and cups and everything like that. So we are on the hunt for a little bistro set. Ideally, probably something that we can fold up, because with our current furniture, we don't have a ton of space. But that being said, I love the just very classic, beautiful French-inspired bistro set. I think like Serena and Lily, kind of like the woven textures, gorgeous, love it. But I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to find a set like that that's at a good price point. I have found a couple online, but they're just so expensive and it's just not something that I'm ready to like really splurge on right now. I did find this really cute little set online just on Amazon. I think they have a ton of different colors. I love the blue, I love the green. If they have a white, that's probably really pretty too, but I think that just like something very simple and cute like this is gonna be perfect. There's also this set that I found on Target's website, but it says it's not available for shipping. I don't know if that means that they're basically just like it's old and they're just like totally out of stock, or if it's like super new and they just don't have it in stock yet, but I'm gonna keep my eye out on that as well. And I'm also gonna keep an eye out at HomeGoods. I feel like HomeGoods has a lot of random little sets of things that will like, you know, they'll get one in the store. So I'm gonna keep my eye out there because I could totally see them having something like exactly like what I'm imagining. So fingers crossed. But if we don't find anything at HomeGoods soon, I probably will just order that Amazon set because it's like $120, which is a really good price, honestly, for 2 little chairs and a table. So we might end up ordering that one anyway. But that will probably also be included whenever I do a back patio like transformation video. So keep your eyes out for that one as well. Okay, and then the actually 6th item, which is a little bonus item. It's way less exciting than the other ones, but I think it's so clever and practical. It is this like flat cover outlet from Amazon. So I think it's intended to just kind of like clean up the space around your outlets and all the wires. It can look much more like clean and well organized this way. But I think it's also going to work really well for plugs behind a piece of furniture. For example, our couch is pressed pretty flush up against the wall, but we do have an outlet behind there. So all of the wires and like plugs, they just get really bent because they're constantly being pressed up against by the couch. So that's probably not safe. So I'm gonna order a couple of these Amazon outlet covers and hopefully that will help the couch stay more flush against the wall and also protect our cords. And I also want to get these in a few different areas around our house where the wires are just like a hot mess. It's an eyesore. Nobody wants to see that. So I think this is just like so clever, so smart. So I wanted to include that little just bonus item here. So that about wraps up the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing the inspo and talking through some of these projects. I'm so excited to watch these projects come to life and share them with you guys. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below if you are not already subscribed so that you don't miss out on any of these cool new projects coming up. And also be sure to give this video a thumbs up down below to like the video if you enjoyed watching it. And I hope to see you next time.